Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany. I'm a mobile notary here local to the Atlanta area. I'm also an HR professional by day. First of all, I'm going to take off my glasses because that glare is going to get on my nerves. But yes, as I was saying, I'm a mobile notary here in Atlanta. I'm very part-time with my mobile notary business. People can catch me early in the morning before I start my 9 to 5 work, or they can catch me around lunchtime, later in the afternoon, somewhat in the evenings, but only in the daytime hours. And I'm open for the weekends, right? On top of that, I have my other side business pitch where I focus on writing resumes, helping people write their own resumes, and giving tips and tricks on how to survive the interview process. So I'm doing all of those things. On top of that, I'm a caregiver to my father who has dementia. He lives with me. I've said this a couple times, but I like to bring that up because we're all human. We're not machines. We got a lot of stuff going on, right? So that being said, I wanted to give you all an update on how I've been doing with my notary business, and most specifically to tell you what I've made so far in 6 months. I've seen a lot of videos like this, but I wanted to share my income specifically because I am very part-time, emphasis on the part-time nature of my notary work. Because what I don't want to happen is for people to watch this video and say, oh, there's no money in being a notary. I think that there's definitely money in being a notary, and that you can make being a notary, especially for the people who spend the time and focus on it, get the mentorship that they need, and pursue the work. Emphasis on pursue the work. I mentioned this before in my video, should you become a loan signing agent? You have to seek out the work. You have to sign up for the signing services, or you have to go off after the direct business. You can't just get your notary commission, sit around and think money is just going to land in your lap. That's not how it goes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you exactly how much I've made in the last 6 months. I'm going to tell you how many miles I've driven in the last 6 months just for my notary work. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit why my income is what it is and why it isn't what it could be. So let's get right on into it. I'm going to put the number up here. Don't get sticker shock. Don't get discouraged. If anything, just think about the fact that I've made this money by simply being a notary / loan signing agent. So I have made $2,525 as a notary / loan signing agent over the past 6 months. If you break that down over 6 months, really a little bit over 6 months because I'm counting up through today, that's a little over $400 each month that I've generated money coming in. Here's the caveat to that. I've had expenses, right? So I just want you all to focus on that number itself. And I'm not going to get into, at least not in this video, what I have spent for my business right now. I want to keep it separate because I just want you all to hear that number and use it for motivation. So I'm putting up this graph now so you can see, how many appointments I've had each month, because I think that's very important for you all to see. I started off real strong, but let's just break it down. Okay, so let's jump behind my laptop here and we're going to log into my Notary Gadget account, which is my accounting tool that I use, and we're going to take a look at my income and my mileage. If you've not heard of Notary Gadget yet, it's a really great tool. It makes things really simple for tax purposes. So let's log in and you'll get to see some of the functionality. I have if you're curious and you want to do a 15-day trial, well, not 15 days, pardon me. If you want to do a trial, you can actually click the link in my description below. They give you a 15 appointment trial instead of 15 days, which I love. So it doesn't matter if it takes you a while to get started. You can use it for 15 appointments. Doesn't matter if it's this month, next month is the next one. 15 appointments, and it really makes things easy for me because I can always see how many signings I have coming up, What's unpaid? Like you see here, I have an unpaid signing for $125, and I haven't posted the video for this yet because I need to finish editing it. But I finally had a refinance, and I received $125 for it. I'm going to tell you all about that. Let's just say I missed the signature and had to go back the next day, but my client was really nice about it. And it was a signature that was really easy to miss, but we'll get into that in another video. But let's focus on the income and the mileage, and also how great Notary Gadget really is, in my opinion. So here we are. You can see pretty much how many appointments I've had in the past 6 months / 6.5. I started off with a ton because I also did a Google ad, and then I stopped the ad and things slowed down a lot, and then they picked back up. And then I was super busy in May, and honestly, I just wasn't taking a lot of appointments. And then I was like passing them off to my brother or to Brielle, or just simply not taking them. And then June, a little low. July, we're halfway through. I've got 3 appointments so far. But in total, I've had 79 signings, and I've made $2,525. But because I want you all to focus on that number in particular and not so much on my expenses and actual profit at the moment, because mine are a little different because I spend money on certain things that maybe not everyone will spend money on, I'm not going to show you that part. But if I did, it would be over here. You'd see my actual profit. But like I said, I want you to focus on the number of signings I've had over the past 6 months. You can see that breakdown here. This is right on the home page dashboard, which makes, again, Notary Gadget is really great because you can see a snapshot of your business as soon as you log in. Dollar amount of signings. So like I said, you break this number down by month, it'd probably be a bit over $400 each month. I don't think that's too bad, especially for me to already have a full-time job and just be doing this incredibly part-time. So that is the earnings portion. I want to show you the reporting so you can see my mileage. So you click on mileage report, and just to point this out, this profit and loss report up here, super easy to read report. It spits out this single page report that your CPA would use in order to do your taxes. This right here sold me on Notary Gadget itself. I won't show you mine right now because it does include total expenses and everything. And like I said, I didn't want to focus on that. But that's the report you go to for your taxes. So my suggestion is you just try out the trial because like I said, you can have it for 15 appointments and then you can kind of play around with the reporting. Mileage report. Here we go. 2021, generate, and boom, it pulls it up. It actually has the notes for, or the description of your actual service. So whether it was a round trip or just home to next appointment, it shows you all of that. It shows you the individual dollar amount of the mileage reimbursement you can give yourself, total miles driven. And when I scroll down to the bottom here, I see that I've driven 1,001 miles since January for my notary business. So that all gets accounted for when I do my taxes. That translates to $560.56. So from my understanding, what my CPA told me, I can actually take out this dollar amount and reimburse myself from my company earnings. Remember that 2,500 and whatever odd dollars it was? I can reimburse myself for this because I actually haven't reimbursed myself for anything just yet. I've been letting the money sit in my business bank account. So that is the mileage report. Go back to the home page in case you want to take a look again. It's really easy to use. Like I said, $2,525 is what I've made in signings. I've had 79 signings. You can do the math on that. And I've driven a lot of miles. So, the notary business, there's money to be made, but I also spend money to run my business. But we'll talk about those expenses in another video. I know I've talked about the startup costs, so if you're interested in what I spent to start my business up, please go take a look at that video. I'll actually put the link in the description bar below. If you have any questions for me, y'all know where to find me. Drop a comment below and I will get back to you. If I miss a comment, I apologize. I try to respond to all of them as long as I see them. But I'm here and hopefully this was helpful for you all. If you have any requests, by the way, on videos, please drop those in the comments too. I'm trying to keep a list of things that I want to put out that are hopefully helpful for you all. So best of luck in your businesses. I hope you make more than I did. And I'll be here and see you in the next video. Bye.